Hello guys, my name is Pepino, welcome to my spot. I want to make this video because I just came aware that the French election, Monsieur Macron won the election by over 68%, and I want to congratulate the French people for this huge victory. Never thought I would be saying this. And the reason why I want to make this video is because throughout all this time I've been sitting here basically helplessly as I watch the world plunge into an era of far-right extremists, which in my mind resembles very much of a very dark chapter of human history. For a moment I thought, oh my god, everything is riding on these French elections. If this bitch of a woman wins, is going to be pretty much catastrophic. It would be basically the nail on the coffin. Let me explain myself. I've been watching Russia plunge more and more into a dictatorship through the years. Now Turkey is headed the same way. The Philippines elected a horrible, murderous leader. As you can tell by the way I am breathing, this is completely disheartening and horribly concerning to me. Many of you don't know, but I am basically first generation of a displaced generation. My parents are Cuban immigrants and they left the country running away from a dictator which, thank God, finally is dead, Fidel Castro. I grew up listening to the stories how freedoms were being eroded, how people disappeared just for congregating, the fighting, the beatings, the appropriations of private property. It got so bad that they just decided to leave. My mom had to leave when she was 19 years old with basically nothing on her own. And mind you, this is a whole different era. This is back in the late 50s, early 60s. In the way out, they even strip searched her. Can you imagine? I mean, 19 years old and nowadays is equivalent to a 14-year-old, 15-year-old. Can you imagine what that did to that girl? So I grew up really conscious about these things, as probably are the descendants of Holocaust survivors. The problem is that in the world there aren't enough of us that are conscious about this trend, this very dangerous trend. Unfortunately, all these populist leaders disguise themselves as the saviors, just like Fidel Castro did and just like Hitler did, and then they turn out to be basically monsters. The United States already fell into the trap. Luckily, all the systems that are in place for American politics are holding so far. I never ever thought in a million years I would be saying something like this, but thank God for Congress, and they won't allow this stupid orange orangutan with the sewer mouth, pussy grabbing asshole to do whatever the hell he wants. Thank God. And with this French victory is basically signaling to the rest of the world that there are people out there who still value freedom. There are people there who still believe in unity, and the only way to march into the future is absolutely, definitely, undoubtedly is through unity. So congratulations, friends. And who would have thought? A country that everybody else regards as a bunch of assholes, they made the right decision. I want to go ahead and end on a footnote here saying that the world educational system is failing humankind miserably. They really need to make an effort in teaching the new generation the real horrors and dangers of far right and far left. It seems like memory only lasts one generation, maybe two. The rest of them is lost to the ether, and we are condemned to make the same mistakes that we made less than 100 years ago. This is really worrisome. Again, congratulations, friends. And I want you to know that you've made an impact, even in a tiny remote corner of the world, such as Puerto Rico, that nobody really gives a flying fuck about. But the world is watching, and you showed us. Again, bravo, friends, bravo. If you guys like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. That way other people can find it. If you want to see all my videos, go ahead and click the subscribe button. It'll take you straight to my page. And I hope to see you next time. So take care and vive la France!